together, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the water. We shall not be moved.
Why did you get this print specifically? What does it mean to you?
Well, I got this as a gift from my daughter. Just want her to know that we're fighting for rights in the workplace.
Okay. Equal rights in the workplace?
Yeah, for women.
Right.
And she dressed up like this for Halloween, so I wanted to do that for her just to support her.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you guys did here?
Well, I think it was important to remain a little humorous, especially after the protests yesterday. They took kind of a violent turn. I don't know what else to say about other than I was trying to be a little humorous, lighten the mood a
Gotcha.
bit.
And why are you here today? What specifically for you guys?
I mean, women's rights, obviously. My daughter's here with me too. I was just telling her that we're marching for her because I want people to respect her. I marched for my aunt and my mom who came here as immigrants and felt very disrespected by the entire Trump campaign and heartbroken by the election results and what they represent. And it's just disheartening. So that's why we're here.
Impact to the world.
No walls! No walls! No walls!
We the women are in charge of educating and instilling values in our daughters and sons. They are the next generation of Americans, and they must remember that immigrants built this country, and they are not the enemy, but part of the solution. Right now, we are facing an imminent threat. All the achievements that we have made in terms of human rights and social justice are in danger. We must fight united, because when we unite, there's no evil force that can stop our movement. We the women have never had it easy. We had to fight for the right to vote. We had to fight for the right to go to war and defend our country. We had to fight for the right to be paid equal wages. We had to fight in order to have equal rights for men and women. We had to fight for the right to be treated with respect and dignity. And now, this Women's March demanding the recognition of immigrant rights is just another fight that we will win. Thank you.
Susana Herrera, also from the Border Network for Human Rights. A big round of applause for them, please.
¿Cómo estamos? Buenas tardes a todos. Como todos sabemos, hoy empezamos otra nueva era en Estados Unidos, con nuestro nuevo presidente, que tristemente toda su campaña y hasta el día de hoy no ha dejado de decir que todos aquí en esta frontera somos criminales, que las mujeres no valemos, y hoy día estamos demostrando que las mujeres somos fuertes, que las mujeres somos las que hemos logrado muchas cosas en este país, que las mujeres somos las que cada día nos levantamos luchando por nuestra familia, por nuestros hijos, por nuestra comunidad, por nuestra frontera, que nuestra frontera cada día está más segura por la lucha que nosotros emprendemos día a día.
Started as an idea to follow in the great work that women across the country and across the world are doing to make sure that we had a voice in El Paso, or that the voice of El Paso was heard, culminated in this beautiful march of thousands and thousands of El Pasoans. And so hats off to all of you. My friends, last week we were here on this very stage, in this very park, in the heart of this beautiful city, standing with our dreamers. And during that event, we acknowledged what we all know is in our hearts. Love for our fellow citizens, love for the immigrants in our community, love for the people who have been marginalized in our society because of hateful speech. And we stood together on this stage and we said we were going to protect each other. And we are going to protect each other. And here we are a week later, standing with our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, our aunts, our granddaughters, our neighbors, all of the beautiful women who gave birth to this community, who gave birth to this nation, who gave birth to this globe. And we know that we have to protect our women if we are going to protect our world and our globe. And so we stand together to do that, but there's so much more at stake. Yesterday begins a new era in our country, and many of us are afraid of what that era is going to usher in, because we know that our environment is at stake. We know that our rights over our own bodies are at stake. We know that public education in this country is at stake. And we know the lives of the immigrants in our community are at stake. And the gains that our LGBT community has made is also at stake. And my friends, this is the consequence of elections. And I know, Xochitl, I'm going to break your rule. You said this is not about politics, but it is about politics. Okay? And it is no longer enough. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. It is no longer enough just for each one of us to cast our vote. Those of us who are privileged enough in this country to be able to cast a vote. That's not enough. That is not enough. We have to work and rally in all of the beautiful energy that we have today, all of the inspiration that we felt on that walk, all of that cheering, being side by side with our fellow El Pasoans, with Juarenses, with people who came in from New Mexico. We have to channel that energy. We have to take all of that and use it to change our world and take our country back. And my friends, it doesn't happen on its own. It doesn't happen if we wish it to happen. It doesn't happen if we have the best intentions for it to happen. It only happens when we act. And when we act in a unified manner with dignity, with dignity and pride for who we are, for who we represent, for the people standing next to us, for all of the people around us, and we are going to fight back. We